all, welcome once again. So now we will talk about creating interactive activities, something that we have spoken earlier in modeling instructions. So it is obviously related to that. How would you give instructions? How would you demonstrate what exactly do they need to do by creating interactive activities, several different interactive activities. Why interactive exactly? Because obviously interactive activities are the only activities that will not let them get bored. And it's only because of the real time activities that they will do practically is because of which they will be able to grab it quickly and they will be able to utilize it in their real world scenarios in their business specifically. So they see the first point is what is the significance of interactive activities? That is the real world relevance. Okay, so you can give them, you can create certain meetings. You can just create a plot of certain meetings. Okay. This can be a meeting with any client. In fact, you can also create some interview scene as well. That also helps them. Okay. You need to work a little hard here because you may not be a student from this background wherein you have done negotiations ever. Okay, so you have to kind of read a certain studies, certain cases in order to know what all those scenarios can be when somebody has to negotiate a deal. Okay, and same goes for presentations. What kind of presentations? Because you can't just give them any random topic. And same happens with email correspondence. So you may have to do a little bit of preparation. By by checking what all emails that they usually receive. Okay, and you need to create certain responses. You need to make them response. Maybe you can send them email and you can ask them to respond. So real time skills, when they will work on the real time practical activities, then they will be able to learn better. Also, it will be easy for you. And engaged learning, of course, will not let them feel monotonous, and it will always inspire them because they know ultimately if they are doing this, at the end of the day, they are going to perform better in business, and that's what everybody wants. Interactive activities inject enthusiasm and energy into the classroom, whether it's through role plays, debates, or simulation. Students actively participate, fostering a sense of ownership over their learning journey. Okay, role plays can be really interesting. One of the best that I have done so far in terms of practical learning. And debates also, don't give them any sensitive topic. At times you never know, it creates a very bad environment. It may, don't give them any religious topic, any political topic. Let them debate on something related to business only. Okay, maybe talk about their business competitor, whoever is the competitor in the same industry, in the same area. Okay, talk about them. Why are you the best? Why maybe the other person can be this other business. Okay, who is the competitor, and this person, one student can play the role of the same organization, and then the debate can be there why exactly they are the best. Okay, because I have faced it once that all of the other debates, it may create a very tensed environment in the class. Okay, although it is a very good way of letting them speak their heart out and whatever ideas that they are that they are flowing with. Okay, at times they are not able to gather their thoughts, so you need to give them a little time to kind of write their ideas. That also helps. So give them 5-10 minutes to jot down their points, to gather their thoughts, write it down, and then they can start with the debate. Not necessarily that has to be impromptu all the time. Okay, communication skills, that is of course a significance, because more that they are talking, theory is not going to teach them any communication skills. But yes, theory is important. Like I said, if you are giving them phrases to learn, they have to memorize it first, but that also gets fixed in their brain through the usage of the practical usage of those phrases. Okay, so effective communication is a cornerstone of success in business. Interactive activities help students develop not only their language proficiency, but also their ability to express ideas clearly, negotiate, and collaborate with others. Okay, you can even make them practice to introduce themselves. That is also really professional, and a lot of people do not know that in business environment, how exactly do they need to present themselves. Even if they are not at a very high position, still they need to know how effectively that they can introduce about themselves, their educational qualifications, and their overall experience. Problem solving and critical thinking. Give them certain problem. Talk about, like, you become the customer. Give them certain problem that I want to buy this product. I'm facing this problem with this. Okay. And because of which I'm just dropping the idea. Let the student convince you. Okay. Let them resolve the issue that the customer is ready to buy and to crack the deal. But then the customer is adamant on a particular thing that he's not able to find in this particular product, because of which he's just dropping the idea. Otherwise, he was ready to buy. Now let the student problem solve, and this will enhance the power of thinking in them. Okay. So business English courses often involve decision-making scenarios where students must analyze information, evaluate options, and make choices. Like once I was taking classes for some travel industry, okay, and there when I was teaching them, I gave them a scenario that what if there is a customer who calls and you've got only 3 seats left, but customer wants to book 5 tickets because customer's family is of 5 members and customer needs to reach to a certain ceremony, which is obviously a wedding. And it is actually that customer's wedding, and that customer needs to book 5 tickets ultimately. And you've got only 3 seats for this particular date that the customer is asking for. What will you exactly do? Now have a call. Okay. So I still remember that this student has come up with the idea in that moment that and the student was supposed to actually convince me. I was playing that role of the customer. So the student said that, all right, I mean, however, I can see only 3 seats are available. And if you want to book further seats, they're going to be expensive, like in a premium economy or in business class. If you wish, I can book that. However, I've got a solution for you. Since you said that you've got a budget problem as well, why is it that only 3 people can leave at this particular date? Because it is important for these 3 people to attend the ceremony, and 2 people can take a ticket for the next day. So one child can accompany one adult. This is how, I mean, it was a whole scenario, and this is how he has just resolved the issue. Because customer was adamant that no, I would not take premium economy or any business class ticket. I've got a limited budget and I still need 5 tickets because we are 5. We all need to go. Maybe some friends and some, the family friend was there, and they were accompanied by little small kids were there. So he said that it is your wedding. It is important for you to reach first. So you go and you accompany maybe a kid, and the other, 2 can come later in the next day. I don't think it should be a problem. Okay, so this is just an example that if you give certain scenarios, then people tend to think, and it just enhances their critical thinking. Now, if in real time as well, that student would have faced any such issue, it would have given a very, good confidence to that student that, yes, I have handled such situation before. Okay, so problem solving skills and critical thinking really increases when you are having interactive activities. And same happens with role play. Simulation is about it recreate a specific business scenario. Simulation is actually, guys, exactly the same thing like product launch. If this business is into certain product, maybe this business is launching any product, so just let them talk about this product. Okay, this product is getting launched, let them talk about it. Crisis management, how are they going to manage any crisis whatsoever that's happening? Okay, so this also, you can say, it's just the same role play sort of an activity, but then more towards, it just inclined toward more towards problem solving skills, decision making skills, and more about taking on the spot decisions. Debates, I've already spoken about debates a lot. Okay, pick up a topic that is just going to enhance their knowledge in terms of business ethics and trends, and something that's going on at the moment in the business, like in the current scenario. Okay, don't pick up any random topic. It may cause a lot of issues. Case studies is something that you need to maybe work on a little. Okay, after, I mean, you need to figure out maybe from Google or maybe from some business magazines or some other places wherein you can find some business knowledge, certain business strategies, or what is the who is the best businessman in the world, what is that person's strategy, certain study, cases you might have to study, and you need to then accordingly give them certain case studies to create. Okay. So case studies help, and then you can give them certain team projects. Team projects can be in relation to um, maybe you have given them topic that talk about business challenges. What challenges is your business facing at the moment? Talk about that. Okay. So this team project is actually important because ultimately teams have to work together. Okay, so let them create their strategies, and then one of them may present it as a presentation. Okay, what are the best practices? Alignment with learning objectives, clear instructions. You will obviously give them clear instructions. That at times clear instructions may also be, these are the specific phrases that you need to use, nothing of your choice. These are the specific phrases that you need to use in your presentation, and then you need to talk about it, or in your debate. Okay, interactive activity should align with the learning objectives, not that any random activity you have given. Always the learning objective. What is it you're teaching them of the business English course? Which module are you putting up? Whatever module that you are teaching, please pick up the activities accordingly. Role plays accordingly. Case studies accordingly. Feedback and assessments. We have repeated this time and again. Feedback and assessments are, of course, one of the best practices. You can have assessments after every module or after every topic as well. You can have even general quizzes as well in the form of assessment. Adaptability. Adaptability simply means that in case you are seeing that the students are not able to learn with your pace, or the way you created this entire course, maybe students are not able to cope up with that, then encourage that creativity and flexibility in your learning as well. And at times students may just not be in mood to learn. That can also happen. You need to be adaptable with your plan. Ultimately, you need to obviously take care of the objectives, but then you need to be adaptable. You can't just force them to learn, and you can't go by books all the time. Reflect on outcomes. Periodically review the effectiveness of interactive activities. Just see even if they are effective or not. At times, the only drawback that I've seen of interactive activities is that most of the people take it as fun, and they don't really take it seriously. They think that fine, they're at least out of this study zone, and then it ultimately just doesn't give any result, because see, they are adult. You can't really force them to do anything in case they're not willing to do that. So you need to always keep on motivating them and keep telling them what is the exact idea of this activities that they are performing, that they are doing. Okay, and please assess properly if actually it is making any sense or not, if actually the outcome they are getting or not. You need to assess that completely. You may also ask them that if they really learn something out of this or not. Okay, now we will talk about varying activities in the next video.